been stuck outside trying to check your phone only to realize the screen is so dim you can barely see a thing, and then you notice your battery just hit 5%? If you've been using Samsung Galaxy phones for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For years, Galaxy users have dealt with this frustrating issue. The moment your battery drops below 5%, the screen dims drastically. It's supposed to save power, but let's be honest, it mostly just makes using your phone a nightmare, especially in bright sunlight. You're left squinting, blindly dragging the brightness slider, hoping to bring your screen back to life. Well, Samsung has finally listened. With One UI 7, this problem is finally being fixed. The latest update based on Android 15 introduces a new setting that gives you control over this automatic dimming. It's called Auto Dim Screen, and it can be found in the settings menu under battery. Simply turn it off, and your screen will stay at your preferred brightness, even when your battery is running low. This might seem like a small change, but it's one that could make a huge difference in daily use. No more struggling to read messages or navigate your phone when your battery is low. It's the kind of improvement that makes a phone feel more user-friendly, giving you more control instead of forcing you to deal with the built-in limitation. Right now, One UI 7 is available on the Galaxy S25 and Galaxy S24 series. But if you have another Samsung flagship device, you will have to wait long. A wider rollout is expected to begin in February, bringing this and other upgrades to more users. This is just one of many refinements Samsung is making with One UI 7, proving that sometimes it's the little things that matter most. Have you ever been frustrated by your phone dimming at low battery? Let us know in the comments. If you found this update useful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tech updates. Could Apple's iPhone SE 4 hit it out of the park, or is it more of a swing and a miss? Apple's gearing up for its big iPhone release of 2025, and no, it's not the iPhone 17 series, though that's certainly something we're all expecting. And while many are eagerly anticipating Samsung's Galaxy S25 Edge, Apple's got something else in the works. It's the iPhone SE 4, a phone that's been on the minds of budget-conscious Apple fans since 2023. And it's almost here. This isn't just any regular iPhone release, it's a chance for Apple to give its more budget-conscious customers what they've been asking for. A modern iPhone SE with thin bezels, almost ready to go. Most of the key details are locked in, but there's one big question hanging in the air. To notch or not to notch? That's the million-dollar question. According to a recent update from display industry expert Ross Young, the SE 4 is likely to sport a notch similar to the iPhone 14, which has made a lot of people wonder, is this really the best choice for Apple's latest budget-friendly device? This news doesn't sit well with everyone, especially not the industry leaker Evan Blass, who had hinted at a dynamic island design for the SE 4. However, after Ross Young's update, Blass joked that he might need to offer refunds for his earlier prediction, confirming that the notch is here to stay. Why would Apple stick with a design that's so widely debated? Well, the answer might lie in cost-cutting measures. Apple is known for making profit-driven decisions, and while this might seem like a slight letdown to some, it was always expected to be a direction they'd take. Still, it leaves some wondering whether this is the right move for Apple in the long run. So what's the trade-off? Dynamic island or a cheaper price? Let's be real. Apple has its reasons for keeping the price of the iPhone SE 4 in check. At the end of the day, it's all about the Apple tax. It's the cost of maintaining the status symbol that comes with owning an iPhone, no matter how much more you could get with a similar budget Android phone. But for those who will go for the SE 4, there's a decision to make. Will the iPhone SE 4's notch and single rear camera turn people off, or will the affordable price tag be enough to sway potential buyers? The iPhone SE 3 started at $429, and the SE 4 is expected to follow with a similar entry price of around $450. But imagine if Apple had gone all out and priced it at $500 with a dynamic island design and dual cameras. Now that would have set the tech world on fire. But at $450, it might struggle to make the same impact. Sure, some of you might say that a higher price tag for this budget phone just wasn't going to happen. But look at last year's iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. Those models didn't see a price increase despite their high-end specs. So it's clear Apple can afford to make a bold move when it wants to. It's just that, with the iPhone SE 4, they decided to play it safe. Let's think about this from a long-term perspective. Most buyers of budget smartphones like the iPhone SE hold on to their devices for 4 or 5 years. But owning a notched iPhone in 2029? That could feel like a relic. Apple's decision to stick with a notch might cost them in the long run, especially if customers feel they've settled for less. What do you think? Will the iPhone SE 4 find success with this design, or will it fall short of expectations? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Could AT&T be releasing the Samsung Galaxy S25 series today? That's the question many Samsung fans are asking after a surprising leak emerged just days before the official release date. We all know that February 7th, 2025 is the scheduled launch day for Samsung's highly anticipated Galaxy S25 series. However, an unexpected twist has raised the possibility that you might be able to walk into an AT&T store right now and pick up one of these brand new smartphones. Yes, today on January 31st. Could it be true? Let's start from the beginning. On January 22nd, 2025, Samsung officially unveiled the Galaxy S25 family, consisting of the Galaxy S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra. The reveal had been eagerly anticipated by Samsung fans, with months of leaks and insider information building up the excitement. Samsung had even opened up pre-orders for the new devices, and with the official release date set for February 7th, it seemed like everything was moving according to plan. But now, a new report has thrown a curveball into the mix. According to a story from the Mobile Report, which is known for covering T-Mobile and carrier-related news, AT&T might be getting the Galaxy S25 series into stores earlier than anyone expected. The report claims to have gotten its hands on an internal AT&T document that suggests the carrier might be launching the Galaxy S25 lineup in stores as early as January 31st, today, at the time of this writing. Yes, a full week ahead of the official February 7th release date. This news is huge, and not just because of the excitement surrounding the launch of the Galaxy S25 series. It's also noteworthy because it would be a very unusual move for AT&T to be the first carrier to offer the Galaxy S25 series in stores, especially ahead of T-Mobile and Verizon. Typically, these three major U.S. carriers launch Samsung's flagship devices at the same time, but usually with no carrier beating the others to the punch by an entire week. In fact, it would be unprecedented for any of them to make a Galaxy release available in stores a week earlier than expected. So, what does this mean for you? Is there a chance you could walk into an AT&T store today and leave with the Galaxy S25, S25 Plus, or S25 Ultra in hand? Well, while it's certainly an exciting prospect, there are a few things we need to keep in mind before rushing to the store. First, it's important to note that this news is based on a leaked internal document. That means there's still a possibility that this could all be a misunderstanding or even worse, a fabricated rumor. Until AT&T officially confirms this early release, we can't be entirely sure whether the report is true. However, considering the source's track record of reliable leaks, it's worth keeping a close eye on any updates from AT&T in the coming hours. Secondly, this situation is much different from the occasional early shipping of pre-order units, something that happens now and then with high-demand phones. A pre-order shipment being sent out early generally involves only a small number of customers and doesn't require much effort from carriers or manufacturers. On the other hand, a full-scale early in-store launch would require careful coordination between AT&T, Samsung, and the retail locations. Can you imagine spending hundreds of dollars on the latest iPhone only to find out its biggest feature isn't even ready? That's exactly what's happening with the iPhone 16. Apple promised a groundbreaking AI experience called Apple Intelligence, but users are still waiting. And based on the latest comments from Apple CEO Tim Cook, that wait is about to get even longer. The most anticipated part of Apple Intelligence is the new and improved Siri. Apple has been working on making Siri smarter, more intuitive, and capable of performing actions across apps seamlessly. Instead of just answering questions, the new Siri is supposed to control your phone more efficiently, helping you with daily tasks in a way that feels natural. But there's just one problem. It's not here yet. And Cook recently revealed that it won't be coming anytime soon. During a recent announcement, Tim Cook said that the improved Siri will arrive in the next several months. That might not sound like much, but considering Apple originally planned to launch Apple Intelligence in April alongside iOS 18.4, it's clear that things are getting pushed back. Some Apple insiders, including Mark Gurman, have even claimed that Apple Intelligence won't be fully ready until 2026. This delay is a huge disappointment, especially for those who bought the iPhone 16 expecting to experience AI-powered features right away. The iPhone 16 was marketed around two key upgrades, Apple Intelligence and the new camera control button. But now, one of its biggest selling points has been pushed back indefinitely. On top of that, Apple Intelligence won't be available in all regions, and users in the European Union will have an even more limited experience. For many people, this raises a big question. Is it even worth upgrading to the iPhone 16, or should you wait for the iPhone 17? If Apple Intelligence won't be fully functional until 2026, then iPhone 16 users might only get a small taste of what's to come, while future models will have the complete experience. This could make the iPhone 16 feel like a transitional device rather than a true upgrade. Tim Cook is still hyping up Apple's AI plans, though. During the company's recent earnings call, he talked about the upcoming AI tools and said they include features you can't live without once you've tried them. That's a bold claim, but it also sets high expectations. If Apple Intelligence turns out to be just another minor software improvement, users may feel let down. Meanwhile, Apple isn't the only company trying to lead the AI race. Samsung also focused heavily on AI when launching the Galaxy S25 series at its Galaxy Unpacked event. However, early impressions suggest that Samsung's AI isn't as revolutionary as expected. While Galaxy I introduces some useful features, they don't seem to be game-changing just yet. That means both Apple and Samsung are still figuring out how to make AI a must-have feature in smartphones. Right now, the iPhone 16 and the Galaxy S25 are both solid devices, but neither offers a truly groundbreaking AI experience. Apple's delays make it even harder to recommend the iPhone 16 as an upgrade, especially if its best features won't arrive until later. At this point, many users may choose to wait for the iPhone 17 to see if Apple Intelligence is fully realized. So, what do you think? Is Apple making the right choice by taking its time with AI, or is this delay going to hurt the iPhone 16's reputation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this update helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tech updates.